Today on Suncoast View, it's a dog's world now in Gillespie Park after one resident's commitment to community pays off with a new dog park.
It is not easy to be a kid in foster care, but a special store here on the Suncoast is trying to make it a little better. We'll introduce you to the Twig Boutique in Venice.
And it's a tough job, but somebody has to do it. It was us. We take a field trip to preview a new day spa concept getting ready to open in Lakewood Ranch. You get a sneak peek inside. All that and more right now on Suncoast View. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Monday morning, and welcome back to Candace McKellia. It is a Monday.
Being here on Mondays, though.
It's nice to see you on Mondays because Mondays, kind of have this haze of their own. So it's nice to see a friendly face and
it brightens my Monday.
Good.
It really does.
And you brighten ours, so we like that.
Thank you.
Well, you were traveling over the weekend, which makes Monday even harder because you're just kind of off your routine.
Yes.
You had kind of a getaway, but not really.
Sort of. I was in Georgia for soccer. We're always talking about the soccer thing, being a soccer mom, and my daughter was playing up in Georgia, like one of the best teams, well, actually two teams that are just amazing. So we got totally cremated, but it was fun. I went by myself, so we were just, talking about the kind of weirdness of traveling by yourself when you normally travel with a bunch of people. It is.
That's what I equate being a sports mom to.
Yes.
Because it's run, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, now my job's just to sit here.
Yeah, and
that's your job.
For you too, because you both are like always, coordinating your house and your jobs and everything.
Yes.
And I love to travel alone, and I think it's because I get enough alone time that it's kind of like, oh, I just get to do it in a new place now. But you all never get it.
It's almost like you have to learn. Like sometimes I take my to-do list with me. Like rather than I would go to Target here to stock up. I know that didn't work because you were flying, but like a lot of times I just do the errands that I would normally do here at whatever location I'm in, and then haul it all back because I need to keep feeling like I'm making forward progress. But I think it's good that you just had to kind of shut down, do a little shopping.
It was kind of nice. I did go shopping. I called my husband about 4,000 times. What are you doing? What are you doing now? What are you doing now? But I eventually got into the groove.
Well, you made a point while you were there that I think is very relevant for what we're talking about today about kids and sportsmanship and referees, and you saw a sign that sort of reminded all of us how things should go.
I did. It was really interesting. This was the sign that was up at the field in Georgia, and talking about, remember, these are kids, this is a game. I love the circle with the line through it, no referee abuse. Referees matter, and and it was interesting. They have it really kind of they take it serious up there. They don't want cheering from the parents. They don't want coaching on the sidelines from the parents.
Is it a silent sideline?
It's not silent, but the other team was silent. Our team was pretty silent. But I think when you get to that higher level, they really emphasize that parents need to just cheer, not coach. And referees, I mean, that's a really hard job. I've always said that I would never be a referee for kids' sports because parents get crazy.
It's almost like it seems like parents are more bought in on that level than they are on the pro level. Like they're and it's tough to be the kid out there who's playing and. God forbid you make a bad move or something, and then you got to deal with, oh gosh, now my mom's going to yell.
Right. So much pressure on the kids and everybody. I like the fact that they're just reminding everybody that, it's a game. At the end of the day, it is a game, and it's supposed to be a fun game, or that's why we spend our whole lives doing it.
Walk the ref to the car. Someone get a safe bodyguard for the ref in some of these games.
It is hard to be a parent, though, because we've hit high school football now at my house.
We've been doing that all weekend.
Yes, it was a big football weekend, but I got to tell you, my stomach is in knots. My son is a kicker, so this kickoff is his.
Oh, that's so stressful.
It is so stressful, and I've never been one to, yell at my kids much on the fields or that kind of thing or feel it, but now he's got a punt here and it's like, okay, you have to get it off, and if not, there's a whole stand full of people that are like, man, the punter stinks.
When the game hinges on
we haven't gotten there yet. We haven't gotten there yet.
Gosh.
We have not had to. He did make a field goal this week, which was good. In fact, he went 8 for 8, so Mom was happy. He had a great game. But there will be the game-winning field goal that you miss. There will be that, and it's all part of learning and life.
Does he get the nerves before before? Like if you drive him to the game?
He
is he
claims
nervous?
no, and if so, he wouldn't talk about it anyway.
Okay.
They cope with that kind of inner.
But we feel it more than they feel it, I think. We
I'm
were
learning
talking
that.
about that. I mean, we feel what our kids go through, honestly, worse than I think when we went through it ourselves.
I agree.
At least that's my
That's why it's probably hard to relax on these sports getaway weekends because you're worrying about your
Yeah,
kid.
you don't really relax. I can't say that I'm relaxing at football games. I like being there, but I'm not relaxed.
Right.
So. Lots of going on. Joey's like, this is why I'm here. You
Oh
people
my
are crazy.
goodness. I have a new appreciation. Every day I have a new appreciation.
The mother stress
Yeah.
has arrived. All right, we're going to see who's in the Rice's Appliance Kitchen today. This is a wonderful way to relax. Chef Jesus from Columbia Restaurant is with us. Great to see you again, Jesus. What are we making today?
We're making paella la valenciana today.
Ooh, nothing better than Columbia's paella. That is wonderful. And of course, another gorgeous spread as well. So hopefully you'll remind us about all the great things in the Columbia shop. If you don't use the Columbia shop for gifts, it is one of my favorite things to do. Just very authentic our area.
We discovered, I mean, I know we didn't discover it was there before us, but when we flew out of Tampa Airport earlier this year, we discovered the Columbia's, there's a Columbia there too, and I thought this is the best way to start a trip.
Okay, so A, that's a great way to start a trip, and B, you can buy the sangria packets, certainly at the stores and the restaurants, but also at the airport. So if you're like me and you have managed not to come up with a cute little hostess gift, as you're racing out of town, I buy like a 4-pack of the sangria.
That's a
and then when
great
you get
idea.
there, you can pick up a bottle of wine for your host and be like, hey, I thought you might want to make sangria. This is a real big deal. And
I made sangria on the flight.
Yeah. See, you're talking a gift. I'm thinking you're buying it so that you can drink it on the flight.
the hope is that they make it for you while you're visiting. But yeah, no, they probably wouldn't like it if you got it out in the airplane. I found out last week you can't even take yogurt through TSA.
Oh, wow.
I was mad. Sealed. I can take a salad through, but I can't take
yogurt.
yogurt.
Is probably $20 at the if you buy it in the airport
Right.
now. Everything they take away from you is a little more
Listen,
expensive.
you know me and yogurt. Do not take my breakfast away when I'm standing in line at 6 in the morning. That did not go well at all. All right, well, we have a fun show today. We certainly are going to talk a little bit more about sportsmanship and sports competition, but we're also going to kind of do something very different and learn what it takes to be a mermaid. Now, as soon as this came about as something we were going to do, I looked at Joey and I said, Joey, you've been a mermaid before. Years ago, and I want to
almost
say this was
forgot.
our first year, right?
Yes,
so
yeah,
this
first
would
year
have
of the
been our
show.
very first year of the show.
I was just a frequent guest at this point, and
And Joey put on a mertail to be a merman.
you know, when you don't work somewhere full time, like I came in as a guest host, you're a little
Sure,
more.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I was a little more eager to like, oh sure, put on a mermaid tail and a deep V, of course. Why not?
Right.
Now the funny part that you can't see here is that there was a room full of people in the newsroom, and you can't walk in a mermaid tail, so they had to push me in a rolling chair. Unbeknownst to me, it was all of the big executives of the company that owned us at the time. So there I was. That was my introduction to them.
doing the mermaid.
Right. Here I am.
So a year later, when they were like, "Oh, I think we're going to offer him the job as senior producer," they must have been like, "The guy in the mermaid tail."
That's what sealed it for you.
Exactly.
Could have been.
It's those hidden talents.
Yes,
so
yes.
well, so it's not the first time Joey will have put on a mermaid tail today.
And I don't think
so.
that surprises anyone, frankly.
Right,
It's just good to have photo proof. It's always my goal. All right, it is time for our first hot topic, and it is a day for the dogs in Gillespie Park. Today is the grand opening of a dog park in the Gillespie neighborhood at Osprey and 10th. Its creation is largely credited to one resident deeply dedicated to the cause. Dale Orlando compiled cost estimates, sought grants, met with city and county officials, and kept residents informed about the project. She originally wanted this park to increase activity around the neighborhood to discourage crime. She felt it would bring the community closer together. So a plaque in her honor will be unveiled at the park when it opens today. I love that this isn't just about having a dog park.
Yes,
Super
yeah.
cool.
That somebody recognized that things will be better for the community on the whole if there are more people strolling around, hanging out, and what better way to do it than those who have dogs.
It's true, and I mean, my dog does not like dog parks, but I've taken other dogs that we've been babysitting before to the one in Arlington. You get to know your neighbors. You talk to your neighbors, which, let's be honest, that doesn't happen a lot anymore.
Right.
So it's really nice to see that it does kind of build community. And Gillespie Park, like what a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Think back 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I love seeing how this neighborhood is blossoming.
It's awesome, yeah. Dog people definitely stick together, and it's almost a community in itself. It's really kind of fun to see.
Yeah,
that.
and it's much like you say when you go to a sport and you're sitting there waiting. When your dogs are playing in the park, a lot of times
Right.
you're just waiting around. So
Right.
it's a nice opportunity to get to know, like, oh, you just moved in, or
Yeah.
oh, I didn't know. It creates that neighborhood watch that I think used
Exactly.
to happen when I was a kid.
I was going to say, and it goes back to that concept of we are all in this neighborhood together. Let's keep our eyes open and you know, deter any problems. And sometimes that's just getting people out of the house to do it, which is hard here because it's hot. But the dogs have to go out regardless, so that's a great reason to draw people out and enjoy. So
and it's good for the dogs.
Exactly. So we're happy for Gillespie. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous area. So fallout continues over the women's championship match from the U.S. Open over the weekend. Serena Williams will be fined $17,000 for her dispute with a chair umpire during the finals. Williams lost to Naomi Osaka, and during the final set, she was accused of having her coach send signals to her, which she protested. Now, some say speaking out against the violation is warranted. Others simply feel bad for Osaka, saying that her big moment of winning was overshadowed by Williams arguing. What do you think about that and the resulting fines?
This is tough, I think,
a hard one.
because I've been reading about it this morning, and I've been thinking about it. On one hand, it's almost like she was punished before she got there because of wearing her black catsuit, and I almost feel like they were poking her with that coaching thing. But on the other hand, if you get called out for something, those are the rules, and fighting with the ump or the ref is never ever going to be in your favor.
Right.
But she was respectful. I mean, she wasn't screaming. She didn't use expletives. You know, she really, I think she did it in a respectful way, and she wasn't really, I mean, she was arguing, but I think she did it in a respectful way. So
Certainly compared to things we've seen and heard in the past,
Right.
in tennis.
McEnroe.
But
McEnroe was almost like you almost laughed at when he would get so verbally abusive, and he would
Right.
get really abusive.
Oh, it was
Jimmy
comical.
Connor, who I
Right.
loved, was also like, he said some things I wouldn't repeat on this show.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I like what she said. I'm going to totally mess it up, but she said something like, I'd rather lose than cheat. You know?
Absolutely.
And I thought that was just kind of, she was venting, she was getting out what she felt, and she really was sticking up for herself. So.
And there, I think, has been the discussion that you have to think about. You know, people have said if she was a man, not a woman, sticking up for herself, would it have seemed as abrasive, or would you have expected someone to stand up for themselves?
Right. And I don't think she intentionally set out to overshadow the win. I think
No,
she
not
just
at
was
all.
really wanted to say what was on her mind, you know.
Well, and it's important. I mean, it is the final of a
is.
Grand Slam tournament,
Yeah.
and whether it's that or whether it's, you know, a neighborhood tournament, if you're standing up for what you believe in, and
Right.
especially when it's defending your honor.
Yeah, and when
Right.
you've got a younger newcomer that you're playing against, and then you don't even get the opportunity to feel like you're playing your best game because they call you a cheater, that's got to hurt.
Right.
And I can't promise that I wouldn't be just as angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, fines are just part of professional sports, but
Right.
it's sad that such a big event had to be overshadowed by, you know, such a polarizing negative.
I wonder what the actual rule is. Like, is it you're not allowed to talk to the umpire at all?
Right, yeah, or there's, I'm sure, a time limit and a tone.
Right.
And, you know, there was a racket break. The fine broke down to, like, coaching violation, a racket break violation, and then a disrespect to the chair violation.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
I think had it stopped at the first level, it would have probably gone over better. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, hard to watch, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So this Wednesday, Apple is set to make big reveals about some new products. The rumors are already circulating about what they could be, including a new line of iPhones with multiple revisions of the iPhone 10. But will we finally be getting the screen time feature Apple has been reportedly researching? It would monitor how frequently and how long you use certain apps in hopes that kids and adults alike might use their devices less. What do you want to see in a new phone? What would help your world?
Batteries, battery power.
Yes,
I want,
agree.
You know, and I would almost
Right.
sacrifice so much more of it because I am purposely trying not to be on my phone as much, even though no one would know that. But yeah, I want battery power, and I want the cord that charges to not fray.
Oh
I mean,
my gosh, that
seriously,
cord?
Yeah.
I can see a picture of my house from space right now, and I can't get a
Right.
cord that won't fray.
Right.
So I want those two
And I need a
things.
new one every week because
Everything
they
else they're kind of offering, I'm not as intrigued by. I think it'd be cool to have a bendable phone like they're talking about, but I'm not as excited about these last few releases. Like I've kind of stuck at an 8 and I'm sitting there. You know?
Right. Yeah, I'm still at a 7. So I like a new release because it means I will upgrade to the next model 2 below the one
Me
they
too.
upgraded because that means it'll be cheaper.
Yes, I usually go a good
Yeah, I'm
model
usually 2
behind.
levels behind, and that's
But
okay.
then I get phone envy because I do still kind of consider myself somebody who likes to be on the cutting edge of tech, even though I have an iPhone that's a few generations back. So I feel a little fear of missing out whenever they launch a new phone.
Yeah, for me, it's just money. I mean, you know
Yeah.
it's going to launch at some unbelievable price.
yeah.
And because I do drop things and because things do wear out, like I just don't want the stress of $1,000 device in my hand at all times.
Now, what about for you though? Like, I'm just worried about myself, but you've got kids now too. So when a new device comes out, is it like, oh, I'm gonna have to say no 4 times?
You know what? If your phone's broken, we'll have a conversation. If the phone you have now works, it's in my experience, they wear out and or break.
Absolutely.
Enough that is when we have to analyze how we're going to handle a replacement. But no, nobody in my world, adults included, get to trade in tech just because.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't have a budget for that.
You'd be shelling out money every day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I would like to upgrade to an 8. So if that means the other ones come down in price, then hey, it'll be good. So a Mississippi high school senior has the thrill of being named homecoming queen before Friday night's football game. She didn't get to wear her crown for very long, though. Kaylee Foster had to put on her football helmet and her uniform and get back on the field. She is the team's kicker. After years of soccer, she decided to try football kicking her sophomore year. So right after being crowned queen, she kicked 2 field goals and the game-winning extra point.
That's awesome.
Isn't that amazing?
That's so cool.
We actually hear more and more about this in the soccer world, and in Candace, I'm sure you do too, that there are a lot of schools where the girls are kicking.
Yes.
That's cool.
Because, you know, it's a soccer skill. There's no reason they can't. You know,
I like
they
that
do get
she's-
hit. I'm not going to say that a kicker never gets hit, so it's a little scary.
I like that she's at the top of all the games. You know, like she's the homecoming queen and she's the kicker. That's really cool. I
That
like
girl,
seeing...
watch that girl.
Yeah.
She's going
Exactly.
places.
You know what? You look at the life skills. You know, you join a boys' sport, you hold your head high.
Yes.
And it
do
just
what you
tells
gotta
you, too,
do.
that you don't have to choose just one path, you know? Like if I were a freshman coming into her school, you can look and go, look, she got to do everything. I'm going to do everything.
Yep.
Very cool.
Absolutely. So good for her. We're going to check in with our mid-morning forecast. When we come back, we'll see how a Suncoast boutique is helping local kids in need.
Plenty of moisture still over the state of Florida, and a general westerly wind flow will take a few of the showers that develop along the coast and sling them back toward the coastline through the mid-morning and into the early afternoon. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day today, and with that general westerly wind, our rain chance holds at about 30% for the next several days. Now, eventually, high pressure lifts north and our winds develop a more easterly direction. And that's the more standard flow for this time of year, and that'll take showers in inland areas building in the afternoon into thunderstorms and bring them back to the coast in the late afternoon and evening. Pretty typical for the summers in Florida. 2 days of this westerly wind followed by morning showers inland and then afternoon storms. And of course, we're watching the tropics as we have 3 hurricanes out there. None of them impacting Florida as of now, but we're keeping an eye out. We'll look for about a 30% chance of rain this afternoon, followed by lesser rain chances this evening.
There is a very special boutique in Venice that is unlike any other here on the Suncoast. It's called The Twig, which stands for The Way to Inspire and Give. And Director of Development Nicole Britton is here to explain how The Twig is giving to a very special group of kids. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us. So tell us exactly what The Twig is.
So we are a boutique that's in Venice strictly for children in foster care.
Oh.
So any child that's in foster care, kinship care, or non-relative care can come in and shop completely free of charge for clothing items and shoes.
That is awesome. Now, this is something probably a lot of us don't stop and think about, but what is it that makes foster care specifically so difficult that you wanted to cater to that group?
Well, these children, when they're placed into foster care, they come with very little, but many times only the clothes they're wearing. So when they're placed into a new home, they might be going to a new school, they're separated from possibly their siblings, and they don't have any of their own clothing items.
Oh.
So we're there to meet that need for them. But it's a lot more than that. These kids have been through abuse, neglect, abandonment. There's really hard things they've gone through. So we want to encourage them. We want to boost their self-esteem, do everything we can to make them feel good about themselves, so they can succeed in their lives.
It's about so much more than clothes.
It is.
You know, I mean, again, when you stop to think about the reason a child ends up in foster care, it's usually a very immediate thing.
Yes.
Like there one day, not the next kind of thing. So that's a tough transition.
I remember when I wore to school the first day when I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
So it's very important what you wear, especially to a new school.
It is, and it really gives kids that sense of fitting in when there's so many things going on in their life. If you can help them to fit in and feel like they're, you know, a part of their community with their peers and they can focus on school. Sadly, only 50% of kids in foster care will graduate from high school.
Oh.
So if we can relieve a burden for them of worrying about fitting in, then they can focus on things like succeeding in school.
That's great. Okay, so how does this all work? Because it's free of charge for the kids. Where are the great-looking clothes coming from, and how does their shopping schedule work, per se?
So we have 2 shopping days every month on the 2nd and 4th Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay.
We ask the caregivers to register register on our website ahead of time, and then when they come in the first time, they bring their legal documentation.
Okay.
And they can come once a month, every month that they're in foster care.
Oh, wow.
Every child gets to pick out 7 items. That's clothing and a pair of sneakers. And on top of that, they get socks and underwear and are allowed to pick out an accessory and a book. And it's all completely free, and everything we receive is by donation.
Okay, so you're looking for both donations of clothes and also, I'm assuming, financial, so you can buy some things new.
Yes, so being a nonprofit, any of those financial contributions help us to keep the store up and running.
Right.
But we have donations from individuals in the community, whether it be new or gently used items.
Okay.
And then we do use that funding to go out and purchase those things to fill the gaps that we'll need before a shopping day.
Well, I love the fact that you pride yourself on keeping up with the styles, because I think you're right. In terms of the kids, they do want to fit in. They want to be just like everybody else.
Yeah.
So you brought us a couple of models, so we can have a little fashion show of some of the great styles that are coming up this season. So I'm going to have the kids come on out. Tell us who our models are.
So these are actually my children, Haley and Riley.
Okay.
And they're wearing some items from the Twig to show, you know, we really stay with the trends of what every kid is wearing and what they want right now to fit in.
Okay.
Well, they look great.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a cute summer dress, new shoes, you know, shirts that from named stores we all know, you know, in the mall, and things like that. So that's really great, I think, to just give the kids a sense of, you know, normalcy and fitting in. What kind of reaction do you get from the foster kids?
Oh, they love it. They love it.
Yeah.
They're just so excited. I mean, we see kids that come in that are wearing shoes that are 3 sizes too small.
Oh.
We see kids that have never had a brand new clothing item. So when they receive those items, I mean, their faces just light up. They're so happy. And you can see that change in them where they're coming out of that shell of being from this sad place to being happy.
Okay, and what would you like, you know, the Suncoast to know about the Twig? How can they get involved to help?
Well, we are, we hold volunteer info sessions quarterly, so we do accept volunteers. We are basically all volunteer-based, and then donations, whether it be financial or the physical items. Our biggest needs are always socks, underwear, and sneakers. We go through a lot of those.
Yes, and we all like to buy the fun things.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
But it's such a close reaction between you and a child.
Oh, yeah.
If I give to you and then they get it, that's just such a wonderful feeling.
It is, and we have the volunteers who serve as personal shoppers with the kids, so they're giving them the items, but they're also forming those relationships and speaking with the children about what's going on in their lives.
Yeah, and with the beginning of a new school year, you know, it's just great to have new things and new confidence and everything like that. So we love that that is part of it. Model's doing a great job, some great shoes there to start it off. Nice and bright and shiny. So the Twig is actually having its 2nd annual online auction fundraiser coming up. So that is on September 27th. For more information on that and, of course, how to get involved with the Twig, you can go to their website, thetwigcares.com. Thanks to the models. We'll be right back.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do. Call us at 1-800-485-6000. That's 1-800-485-6000. Or go to mesoonlylaw.com.
Call to see if you qualify to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan right now. At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. There is no obligation and the book is free. Call or go online right now.
I just need a second.
Is your weight holding you back and affecting your health?
Did you see this? Your cousin had a heart attack.
Really?
Excess weight or obesity can be serious, but you can do something about it. Visit yourweightmatters.org. Download the free toolkit to prepare you to speak with a healthcare provider. Your weight does matter. Accept the challenge and take charge today. Visit yourweightmatters.org.
Well, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is kicking off its 17th season of awarding hopeful contestants with that celebrated $1 million jackpot. And host Chris Harrison is here with us from Los Angeles to talk about the new season and some of the surprises that are in store. Chris, 17 seasons. I mean, we've seen other game shows come and go. What do you think is the lasting power behind Millionaire?
It is iconic. You know, it's up there on the Mount Rushmore of game shows. The concept itself of Millionaire and that show that changed television, changed our lives when we all gathered around the TV every night to watch Regis and his monochromatic look and give someone a shot at $1 million. But 17 years later, the show is just as compelling. The trivia is obviously fresh and updated. And so the show is still fun. And it's still that great show that you can easily watch with your kids, your spouse, play along alone. Whatever it is, it's still fun to watch and play along with every day. And it's fun to go on this ride with these contestants that can win life-changing money in just 30 minutes.
Now, you've got some surprises, I understand, in store this season. Can you give us a little hint of what we can look forward to?
We had some really fun weeks. First of all, the biggest story is it's our $100 million season. We're celebrating giving away $100 million over the history of this show. And so in November, we have a big celebration where we cross the $100 million mark. So it's fun for me as host to be a part of something so huge and so iconic in the history of television and game shows. But we also did our Victory for Veterans Week, where we're celebrating those that served in the armed forces. And maybe my favorite week is we bring in all these celebrities from Las Vegas, those that come in now and there's so many shows in Las Vegas. Paul Schaefer came in and played. We have the Backstreet Boys on. Salt and Peppa played. This may have been the craziest day. Salt and Peppa played, and Kid and Play were their plus ones. So I had Salt and Peppa and Kid and Play all in one show. It was a 90s dance party.
Oh, so much great stuff to look forward to. All right, I have to ask, you know, it might feel easy for some of us who will be watching at home, but we might, you know, we're shouting to the contestant at the screen. When you're there with that contestant, what is it like? What is the pressure like? Help us understand what they're going through in that moment.
And Joey, that's a really good point. And every contestant says the same thing. Under the lights, that music, the crowd, it's so different. It's hard to remember your name, much less trivia that, you know, about Shakespeare, geography. But those that can control that moment obviously do the best. But it is so much easier to sit on your couch with a pint of Chunky Monkey and judge and yell out those answers. So be patient, when you're watching these contestants. It's a lot tougher than it looks.
And I have to ask quickly, I know you're busy with a new restaurant opening, plus you're hosting the Bachelor series here on ABC7. How do you keep your balance?
I don't know if anybody can actually do that. There's no such thing as balance. It's when I'm into something, that is where 100% of my energy goes. When I'm with my kids, that's what I'm doing, and I try to shut everything else off, my phone and work. And then when I'm doing Bachelor, it's Bachelor and Millionaire. This summer in Las Vegas is all about that. I think there's this misnomer that we can all balance our lives and do everything equal, and you can't. That's just not the way it goes. And unfortunately, when you're doing one thing, the other thing's going to have to take a back seat a little bit, and it's difficult, especially with my kids. But I even it out as much as I possibly can.
Well, we love to watch you do it. And of course, we can catch the new season of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire right here on ABC7, weekdays at 4:30. Thank you, Chris. We can't wait to tune in.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. And you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, Guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TrueStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
Attention. On January 1st, 2018, the United States Tax Cut Act officially became law. This law also changes Obamacare. If you are uninsured or struggling to afford your current health insurance, there is now immediate relief. Health insurance that's not high-priced Obamacare is now available. Call the Health Insurance Helpline now. It's free. The cost for health insurance has been a serious problem in America, but now the law has changed. So many people don't get the insurance they need because they just don't call. Don't spend money you don't have to spend. Call now. It's free. If you are uninsured or unable to pay for ACA coverage, call the Health Insurance Helpline now. Get what you deserve. Call to see if you qualify for health care or dental coverage that starts immediately. Don't delay. Call now. It's free. Call 800-307-8167. 800-307-8167. Call 800-307-8167 now.
It's been very special to me. I have one in every room of my house and a life-size mermaid fountain outside. And I'm so thrilled for the very first time to meet a real-life professional mermaid. Welcome, Mermaid Athena.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Tell us about Mermaid Athena.
So I am a professional mermaid here in the Sarasota region. I live in a cave protected by 2 giant eels and a kraken, so don't try to steal my treasure.
That's
other
where you
than
go
that,
afterward.
yes,
Okay.
but other than that, we're good.
So what do you do as a part of your job?
So I actually perform at birthdays, private events, business promotions, pretty much anything and everything you think would be fun to have a mermaid. Luau's, as you can see with the little flower lace that I gave you guys.
Well, one thing I've already learned from you, these tails are very hard to get into and out of. Don't laugh, Joey. How long does it take to get yours on?
Mine can take anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes, depending on the day and how tired I actually am.
How do you swim in them?
Yes.
Is that how? Because I can't walk around. I'll have to.
No, you kind of have to do what we call the mer scoot, which is kind of scoot backwards.
Oh, we want to see Joey. Joey, you're laughing at me. I want to see you put
Linda
this thing
hasn't
on.
stopped moving her fins the entire time.
I love it.
She's taken it to like a
Linda
fish to
can
water.
look perfect and natural in absolutely anything.
Oh,
look at this.
I'm auditioning here, Stephanie. I'm auditioning. Joey, try this on.
Well, before we do that, I know the fins are very important. I know especially kids love to swim in the fins, but not all of the fins are created equal, correct?
Correct.
So you brought some examples of bad fins.
Yeah, I brought 2 examples of what we call the knockoff tails. So these are, what she has on and what you'll be trying on are actual professional mermaid tails. This is one that was bought off of eBay, and the fin inside is extremely...
Oh, the plastic that breaks.
Right.
Too.
So these are the ones that people are freaking out about because they're breaking in the pool and then the kid can't swim.
And the kid's feet are in there,
Yes.
so then they're almost
So
trapped.
then they're stuck.
So
Okay.
remember that it is a safety device. Now you have, this is a more...
this is a professional's
hardcore.
monofin. This is from a company called Finis, and this is the type of monofin that has been used for I don't know, 40 plus years in competitive swimming. So this is a lot more sturdy. You can even hear that. And then the fin that you have on is comparable to that. It's a lot thicker and more sturdy.
So if you're a parent and you actually are outfitting kids to be a mermaid.
Yeah, make sure you buy from an actual brand site and not just go to eBay or Amazon.
Okay.
So if you're outfitting kids or adult men.
So there are, basically, if you get a tail and you feel like you're a professional mermaid, you can kind of be a professional mermaid. But there are actually free diving courses, scuba diving courses, underwater modeling, underwater posing courses that you should probably take just to help with the illusion. Your foot
Look at Joey over there. Oh my goodness. Joey, I think your career as a mermaid.
Excuse me. Here. Sit back. The mother's on the move. Sit back.
So his foot is stuck in the fins.
Correct.
So those need to come out of the bottom.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
And then you pull
You're on your own here. Yeah, I'm out. Stuff's out.
So there are mermen too, as well as mermaids.
I actually know someone by the name of Christopher Chandler and his wife Eden Siren. They are both a mermaid and a merman couple. You can find them every once in a while swimming up in the Tampa Bay.
I'm back to home.
Is this job, besides getting your tail on, dangerous? This part we may not live through. Is it dangerous after that in the water?
If you're swimming out in like natural environment, like especially here in Florida, you do have to watch out for gators. Watch out for the otters occasionally. They get really, really curious and kind of want to see what the fin's about. Open ocean, obviously, you do have to keep an eye out for sharks and other natural predators. But for the most part, it's not really all that dangerous. Especially
Can
if
you really swim in this?
Oh, yeah. I think there's some photos
there you are,
circulating in the backgrounds underwater.
That can't be right, but
Stephanie's having a really hard time
the
there.
cultural obsession with mermaids, the why people still love mermaids so much.
Just because of the fact that it's something different. So his feet need to be all the way down into the fin.
I'm certain.
You need a professional.
Joey, your career as a mermaid is going to be very short.
So his feet need to be all the way down in there.
Like the magical aspect, you think, or the?
Oh, we got it. We got it.
That's close enough.
There we go.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm not a professional.
Wikiwachi, here I come. Yeah.
Right. So Wikiwachi is actually one of those professional mermaids that everybody knows about. They do have a very strict application process. You have to be able to tread water for at least 10 minutes. You have to be able to hold your breath in literally 68-degree water.
Oh my! That would end my career.
Yeah, I like the springs, but those are really cold.
Yes.
Put me in the ocean instead, and we're good.
How did you know you wanted to be a professional mermaid and not a teacher or a professor or something?
My day job, I actually sell fossils to people, so I use my professional, aside from this, is paleontology.
How cool.
So, but when
That's
I was
really
a kid, people would ask me, what do you want to be? I'm like, I want to be a mermaid or a paleontologist. Well, I ended up doing both.
Because they're sort of the same. You can go down and look for things under the sea.
Yep. Especially on the beach, especially here in Florida and Venice. We have the shark's tooth capital of the world. Kids bring up shark's teeth there, and they're all fossil. So they're like, what is this? I'm like, that's a sand tiger, or that's a bull shark, or hey, you found the megalodon tooth. Awesome.
So you've got a little bit of mermaid in you.
Yes.
That's very good to know, because I think I want to join the party.
Linda, you could not look more perfect. I mean, honestly, it's natural. Her feet naturally move in this way.
And I don't have to walk. Because you could not walk in this.
No.
So you get dressed right there on the beach. Do people come and stare?
Sometimes, yeah.
Now, can Linda join? Is there a convention coming up that she could be a part of since she's taken to this?
There is actually. We have the Sandy Fins Merfolk Convention coming up. You can find information about it by going to sandyfins.com. But we've got a full 2 days of pretty much hanging out, partying, swimming in the pool. We have professional lectures that are coming up as well.
Professional lectures on being a mermaid. Oh, that's wonderful. And it's merfolks. It's not mermaids.
So mermaids and mermen together make merfolk.
Yeah.
Very good. And it's going to be at Nokomis Beach at the Drum Circle?
Yes, so we're visiting the Drum Circle. We'll have a whole bunch of mermaids there. We'll be at the hotel. We'll be in the pools. You know, you'll be able to come and definitely see some mermaids.
Oh, I will be there. Thank you so much, Mermaid Athena. And to get more information on this convention, you don't want to miss it. It is September 22nd and 23rd. SandyFins.com. Oh, it's wonderful to be a mermaid.
Good to have exercise.
Way to go, Joey.
This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Erica Jackson. Coming up today at noon, 1 year after Hurricane Irma's devastation, tourism in Florida is still on the rebound. And a Dallas police officer was arrested after killing a man who was in his own apartment. The cop has since been released on bond, and the victim's family is demanding justice. Now let's check in with First Alert meteorologist John Scalzi.
So we're watching a big ridge of high pressure continue to provide us with a westerly wind flow. That's today and tomorrow as well. Then we'll start to see a little bit of a change up, and our winds will turn back to the east. As they turn back to the east, that's the flow pattern that kind of favors those afternoon showers and thunderstorms that build in inland areas and drift to the coast. There'll be a couple more days before we get that. We'll have 2 days of a west wind. And of course, we're watching the tropics, though nothing particularly threatening for the state of Florida at this particular time. Our rain chance today, 30%.
You like to pay less. That's why you made Honda Accord the best-selling mid-size car in America. Get the redesigned Accord, the North American Car of the Year, or Civic, a KBB.com Best Buy for less than the competition. Like SUVs and trucks? Get Motor Trend's SUV of the Year, CRV, the 8-passenger Pilot, or Ridgeline truck for up to $4,240 less. Today at your local Honda dealer.
When I was growing up, my mom told us, always treat others the way you want to be treated. She did business with companies that shared her values, like Mutual of Omaha. She had a guaranteed whole life insurance policy through United of Omaha Life Insurance Company, a Mutual of Omaha company. When my mother passed away, her United of Omaha policy helped cover her funeral expenses and bills, and they had money on its way to us within 24 hours.
United of Omaha is here to take care of you. When you call the number on your screen, we'll help find the right policy for you. If you're between 45 and 85, you can get coverage up to $25,000 with no medical exam. Call us right now at the number on your screen.
Now I know I'll be taking care of my family, even after I'm gone.
United of Omaha guaranteed whole life insurance. Call or go online now. Be there for their future.
Pets bring so much joy to our lives. They're loyal, they're protective, and smart. Yet as smart as our pets might be, they can't advocate for themselves, especially in the event of a natural disaster. During Hurricane Harvey, many families were separated from their pets. That's why it's important your pet is part of your family's disaster preparedness plan. Talk to your veterinarian and visit banfieldfoundation.org/disaster. Don't save it for a rainy day.
Get breaking news, plus First Alert weather and traffic focused on where you live. Watch Good Morning Suncoast on ABC 7, weekdays starting at 5.
Welcome back. Many of us would say that there is nothing more luxurious than being pampered at a spa. And now there's an innovative and unique spa concept getting ready to open here on the Suncoast. So we took a field trip to Lakewood Ranch for a sneak peek in the new Serious Day Spa. Let's take a look.
What sets us apart from everybody else is that we are under one umbrella. And we have created a staff that is well cultured in all of it. Everybody has an input on how everything happens within the spa. Hair people know what nail people do. Nail people know what massage people do.
Serious Day Spa is all about affordable luxury. It's over 40 services under one roof. If you're a member of the wellness program, you will have 30% discount or more off of all of our services, 10% off retail, standing appointments, and access to our Serenity Lounge, which is 360-degree massage chairs, teas, waters, towels, everything. And it's a credit for your account. So basically, it's at $89 a month, and that will include a credit onto your account, dollar for dollar for each of the services, and anything you don't use rolls over to the next month. And you can use it for your entire family as well. We have the best massage therapist, I'm very happy to say, for whatever type of massage you like.
So there's different modalities. We offer Swedish massage, deep tissue, trigger point, prenatal, aromatherapy. There's a lot of different modalities that our therapists are well trained in, and those are things that we specialize in. I don't think that people need to go anywhere else other than here. There are times when people come out of massages and, you know, they feel a little bit flustered and they want to look their best when they leave. We have a dry bar here. We also have manicure, pedicure stations. So, I mean, you can look your best the minute you leave. We also do lashes. Extensions are huge. Everybody wants to have a good lash. Everybody wants to look like they've had mascara on, you know, 24/7. They last about a month, 3 to 4 weeks. Perfect for, you know, somebody that just is on the go. And Lakewood Ranch, that's women on the go.
There's nothing like this in the entire country. Serious Day Spa is a brand new concept from the same brainchild who created the concepts behind Massage Envy and Amazing Lash Studio. They wanted to put it all under one roof, and this is the 5th one coming this year, and there's going to be 1,000 in the next 10 years. So this is just the very beginning, and this is first in Florida.
Like I said, it's all under one umbrella. You can't get better than that.
And one of the things I loved the most, you could see Linda's face. That 360 chair was amazing, and it used, we've sat in different ones. Yeah, it used compression, so it's nice because you can go in there before you go into your massage. Because there's nothing worse than if you're still frazzled or you're hurrying and you lay down on the table. This gets you more comfortable before.
Just the concept that it's one-stop shopping. You know, I mean, at different points in the month or the year, you need different things. You know, so that you can always keep going to one place under a membership and have everything taken care of. You don't need like 6 different vendors.
I've seen it. I've been wondering when it's opening. It's right in the Earth Fair Plaza.
Yes, so and that whole area is about to explode. I could not be more excited. All the restaurants.
Yes, so it is very exciting. So all right, so we got our sneak peek, but you can get a sneak peek of the new Serious Day Spa by going to a VIP preview event that is also a fundraiser for Big Cat Habitat. It is coming up on September 14th, this weekend, from 4 to 7 p.m. For more information, you can go to seriousdayspa.com/Lakewood Ranch. All right, when we come back, there's a new look and a new hour with the new Good Morning America. It'll be coming up this afternoon. We'll give you a little preview.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
Call to see if you qualify to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan right now. At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. There is no obligation and the book is free. Call or go online right now.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7.
My roof was pierced in many locations by the tree limbs that went flying. That was just the beginning of it.
1 year after Hurricane Irma ripped through the Suncoast, we are still feeling the physical and financial impact. I'm Alan Cohn. We'll look at how prepared the area is for another big storm as we take it to the trapezoid.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
In life after the military, it's our duty as veterans to have each other's back. I'm retired Colonel Greg Gatson, and it's my mission to help you get the benefits and services you've earned. If you need to file a VA claim, remember these important steps. Submit an online claim through ebenefits.va.gov. work with an accredited Veteran Service Organization, or VSO. And if you need to attend a VA claim exam, please go. Visit this website to learn what to expect.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
It's been 17 years since the 9/11 attacks. What the Suncoast is doing to honor our fallen heroes. Tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast. John?
So we've had a west wind pattern that has produced scattered showers near our coastline yesterday, the day before. I think it will again tomorrow. We'll continue to monitor that for a shift that comes our way midweek. We'll talk about that bright and early.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Welcome back. We're getting all sorts of new shows now with the fall premieres coming up, and that includes Good Morning America expanding to a third hour, but obviously not now because we're now. Yes. They are going to be on at 1 p.m. It's called Good Morning America Day, which is a little confusing. Joey and I might not have named it that, but
I was thinking Good Afternoon America, but then you would call it GA, which probably wouldn't take on as well. So
yeah,
right. So
it is what it is.
Maybe they know what they're doing.
But some of our favorites are there. Michael Strahan and Sarah Haynes will be hosting. So we're going to find out new guests. And for those of you who missed the Chew, and I know many of us do, Carla from the Chew will be showing up on Good Morning America Day to do cooking segments.
That's great.
So some of our Chew friends will be involved. And you know what? It's a personality-driven show, not so headliney, a little more laid back, and they're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that's coming up 1 o'clock. We'll all be watching. It's all fun to see more of our ABC friends. All right, coming up next, we're heading to the kitchen with Columbia Restaurant.
This is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Erica Jackson. Coming up today at noon, a new canine club opening at Gillespie Park this morning. And the 2019 Miss America has been crowned. Nia Franklin of New York won the 92nd Miss America pageant held in Atlantic City last night. Now let's check in with First Alert meteorologist John Scalzi.
So we're watching a wind that'll blow out of the west throughout the day today at about 10 knots. It'll be kind of steady, and it encourages a few scattered showers near the coastline during the morning, but then pushes all that activity inland in the afternoon. It'll give you 2-foot seas and a light chop on your bay and inland waters. Pretty nice day for boating, really. You'll just dodge a few of those showers out there. As we head into the afternoon, we'll watch our rain chances go down. By lunchtime, we still have a hold on to about a 30% chance of showers, and that would probably be the best time for seeing a thunderstorm if we were to get one. And then by later in the day, everything moves into well inland areas and our rain chances go down.
Attention, do you have Medicare? Do you want to make sure you have the most benefits and lowest possible out-of-pocket costs? You may be able to lower your out-of-pocket costs and get dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage included in your plan. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now to find out what you deserve.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Buchwald. Over 3 million people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline, but there are still many people who don't check to see if they're eligible for more benefits and lower out-of-pocket costs. It's so easy. One simple free call could save you money and get you more benefits. Be smart. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now.
Call now to see if you may be eligible to lower your copays and get extra benefits, including dental and prescription coverage. Don't delay. Call to see if you're able to save money and get more benefits now. Call 1-800-711-7200. Again, call 1-800-711-7200 now.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TruStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now.
What do you get when you cross your tired, aching back with this fragile egg? The Egg Sitter Cushion, an amazing new flex cushion that supports your backside and spine so well you can sit on an egg without breaking it. Incredible!
You want me to sit on this egg? Okay. Can't believe I'm doing this. I don't even feel it.
It didn't even break? Oh, I was wondering about that. Now that's a good cushion.
The honeycomb design is constructed of Elasticore that absorbs pressure points by collapsing in on itself. That's why even this egg won't break under direct pressure. Now long days at the office will be more comfortable, dinner more enjoyable, and painful car rides a thing of the past. Get your Egg Sitter Support Cushion for just $39.99. It comes with a free non-slip washable cover and our 10-year comfort guarantee. But wait, call right now and you can get a second cushion. Just pay separate fee. Call now.
Call 1-800-232-1564. That's 1-800-232-1564. Call now or go to eggsitter.com. Order now.
ABC 7, the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station.
Welcome back. We are here in the Rice's Appliance Kitchen with Chef Jesus from Columbia Restaurant. All right, Chef, this has smelled amazing all hour. What are we making?
We're going to make the paella Valencia.
Yes, your paella. Great.
So you're going to be happy.
Candace is going to get started.
All right, so we're going to put the sofrito.
Okay. All right, sofrito sauce.
So nice and hot.
Peppers and onions and spices?
Yes.
Okay.
All the good stuff right there.
You know, I've actually had paella in Valencia. So
Oh, really?
Yes, yes. So I'm excited.
All right, so now we're going to add the pork.
All right, so
Yeah, all of it.
several different types of meat headed in.
Yeah, we got pork, we got chicken,
Pork. Okay.
and we got chicken.
Chicken. Now, do you make this like by the vat in the restaurant, just tons and
No,
tons
actually,
and tons?
what you're saying is what we do. So we heat up the paella pan, we put the sofrito, then we add the rest of the ingredients.
So when I ordered it, it's made pan by pan by
Yes,
pan.
yes, we do.
Wow. I love
so
knowing
right now
that.
we're gonna
Mix
sear
it
it, so
up.
you just mix it up.
And that's what makes it so good, is that it's fresh cooked every time.
Yeah, that's why we always tell them that you give us at least 30 minutes for it to cook.
Okay, that's great to
So
know.
right now we're just gonna
Ooh,
do it real
already
quick.
smells delicious.
All right, now we're gonna add the rice.
Okay. Oh, before the seafood.
Yes.
Just
we're gonna
all.
make all of it. Just gotta make sure that the rice gets all the
So it
flavor
cooks
too.
right in there. I did not
Yes,
know
it
Yeah, I
does.
didn't know
now
that
you can stir it
either.
again. I'll roll it right here.
Interesting. And you don't, because I'm always like putting rice in water to cook it. I guess you don't have to do that.
Well, yeah, we're gonna add more water to it now.
Okay.
All right, now we're gonna add the seafood,
Okay.
which is calamaris and scallops.
Calamari and scallops.
So many different things in here.
Yum. Love calamari and
Again,
scallops.
stir it.
And what is the influence from Valencia in this particular paella?
It's from the region from where they usually make it, and that's
Oh my
what
gosh,
the
it smells
popular. That's what they
amazing.
usually sell it like with all the ingredients.
All the seafood,
Yes.
obviously.
Oh, sorry. And we're gonna do grab some mussels,
Okay.
and we're gonna add the water.
Okay. A little water in there. Oh,
Great.
wow. That looks good.
All right, now we're gonna stir it again so
Okay.
everything is all nice and stir.
I like that it's one pot cooking too.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
amazing.
And this is a really good paella pan for it.
Now, normally, would you keep the stuff in there a little bit longer before
Yeah,
you
right
add
now,
the other?
usually we're just gonna make it boil.
Okay.
Then after it boils, you're gonna stick it in the oven for 400 degrees for 20 minutes.
Okay.
But because we don't have enough time.
Because it's
just give me
TV.
1 second. Yeah.
So
Turn that
you
off
get the
right
sear
behind you.
here, and then you do the
Yes.
rest of it on the oven. Well, while you're
Oh,
pulling that
that's
out of the
neat.
oven, I want to point out why September is such a special month here at Columbia Restaurant. They do something called their Community Harvest, which is so important. So during the month of September, we can
Yes.
pick a nonprofit of our choice.
Yes, you do.
And you will donate 5%.
And you don't put that extra 5%. The Colombia itself, don't
Oh,
stir it
don't
yet.
stir it.
Yeah.
Columbia takes the
Colombia
5%
itself takes
and
the
gives it.
5% for whatever the
nonprofit of
for
your
the
choice.
nonprofit of your choice, and there's 17 of them, so you can choose any one of them.
And I know that one of them that's very involved is Suncoast Charity for Children, who, of course,
that's
is
great.
part of
Especially
the
with white wine.
Suncoast Grand Prix and Thunder
Right.
by the Bay, and does so many great things for our area. So
That's awesome.
5% of our lunch or dinner check go right to the charities.
Which
That's
is great
wonderful.
because you know what? There's no better time to go and enjoy dinner at the Columbia anyway. But when you do it in September, you're also donating to a nonprofit all at the same time. So I like that concept, right? We
Yes.
win, they win, you win, everybody
Yes.
wins. So thank you to Columbia for doing that. We're winning right now because
Oh my
paella is
gosh.
on the menu. What a great way to start. Just to anybody that isn't familiar with Columbia, closest one in our area, of course, thank you, out on St. Armand Circle, and their famous 1905 salad, always on the menu. My favorite thing is that they sell the salad dressings and the sangria mix and their special spices, so you can do some of this cooking at home
Except this
if
is
you would
delicious.
like.
smells so good.
Absolutely.
I'm passing you a
Get me some.
sangria down here.
Thank you.
As well. So many great things to enjoy at Columbia.
Perfect.
But thank you for bringing it in. Thank you
My
for giving
pleasure.
back to the community as part of Columbia Harvest. And remember, that is through September 30th. All the more reason to go visit them out on St. Armand Circle.
Is it too early for sangria?
No, no, that's how we'll get this Monday going.
Kind of like a fruit juice. So it's like starting the morning.
Exactly. It's healthy.
So good.
All right, everybody. We are kicking off our week great with Columbia Restaurant. Hopefully you are doing the same. Enjoy the rest of your day and take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view. We'll see you tomorrow. See ya.